Hey, gods and goddesses, hear those bells from the cave of Mary Magdalene. So, what's coming up at the moment, and I'm feeling it, is how to drop into the heart, how to release anger and the templates of the matrix. Yeah, we're shown so much to be ignorant, that to be cold, not to show love, smile, even to smile and grace someone with your joy. We go into these templates of anger. We have to fight for energy. We have to use the most lowest frequency of energy exchange, which is money or surviving. And not that money is bad, but the way the matrix has made it, that we are in lack, that we have these templates put in place, and that we see people ripping people off, or my money is my money, and it's all like greed, lots of greed when it comes to money. We look at energy exchange of sex, manipulation, using sex to get what you want, or using leaky sexual energy to get energy. Lowest form of frequency. We see this on a day-to-day basis. We see this with men, and we see this with women. And another lower frequency energy exchange is power. How do we power up? How do we become inferior and inferior? There's this balance of someone is better than the other. So there's a lot of greed, so lower frequencies of energy exchange. But when we come into, when we get disconnect from that energy of the matrix, or that energy of the lower frequency energy, and come back into the heart, come back into the higher self, we start to radiate and share our energies on a higher frequency of love. And a high frequency of love is compassion, is of grace. And then we come from a place of giving, and not from an empty cup, by the way, but giving from the higher heart, and not of giving and receiving on lower frequencies and the shadows of that. So when we come home to the teachings of Mary Magdalene, we actually start to raise our vibration, giving compassion and mercy to ourselves. I mean, the Christians and the Catholics, they do this by confession, asking for mercy, but you can actually do this for your own self and releasing these energies, and come home to the heart. What is the heart calling? And we always want love. We're always wanting love from outside of ourselves. But love is already in here, if only we just look within. If only we just unlock the powers within the heart and allow this to start to come out. Allow it to start to blossom, flower. Then we know we're eternal. That love is eternal within us. And that no one else can give us, and of course they can give us love, but we can't always rely on that love, in a sense that is the main source of where love comes from. We can enjoy the love of others and then also give from that same frequency of love. But love actually comes from within, and to be able to share that with yourself and to share that with the people around you, your loved ones, your family. And so is to be able to give compassion to yourself is the most important first. To be able to not be so hard on yourself, to be able to be gentle on yourself, nurturing the inner child, giving full love, being the lover in your world, the ultimate lover to yourself first. And then coming from a place of so topped up and your cup so full that it just overflows, and to be able to give from that space. And that is the way of the teachings of Mary Magdalene, the way of the heart, and the way to live at the moment in this world. Is to disconnect from what is not serving you anymore, what is depleting you, and to come home to self, to rest, be in the arms of yourself, be in the arms, to be able to parent yourself, to get everything you need from self, radiate with joy and radiate it out so you get the best as well, or the best frequencies from others, and not on this lower frequency of energy exchange, which we can't survive. We can't survive, and we won't survive in this world like this. We will always forever be in survival. We will always forever be in war. And so with the rose code frequencies of Mary, it's about opening up and living a new way in a new world, or new possible ways, releasing what we thought we were taught. And in those pits of despair and pain, coming back to the heart, coming back to it, so we feel our hearts again. We feel into the pain and ask for compassion and move through that pain. So when we move through that pain, we dissolve it. And we ask for mercy, we ask for compassion, we transmute it up into the light of ourselves, the heart of ourselves. And this is what's needed at the moment in the world, in the mainstream world. I feel I'm lucky because I live in a beautiful community in Kopangang. I'm always in beautiful communities. So people tend to be more conscious of themselves and more conscious of how they show up in their world, why they do the things they do, and how do I better myself in my world. And how, if you're in pain right now, and if you are suffering, come back to the heart. Come back to the heart. Get out of that monkey mind. The mind will just tell you all the stories, all the bullshit that you don't need to hear. If you wrote down everything on the whole day of what your mind says, you would look back and see how insane the mind can be. But when we can rest in the heart, miracles are abound and endless. They're all around us. And this is the way. And the Egyptian mystery school teachings as well is the portal of the heart. They knew the heart was more important than the mind, the brain, more important than anything in a person's body. Well, that portal is the gateway to the divine. The gateway to the divine.